Hello, this is Angel Anunnaki, and thank you so much for joining my podcast. So, today I'm going to be discussing the Usher performance that everyone's talking about that actually went viral. It was his iHeartRadio performance. I watched it once it kind of came out, and I actually liked his performance. I seen a lot of symbolic meaning behind it, and I see that he was trying to convey a message as well. And everyone, of course, skipped over that and don't really know what's going on in the entire performance. They just clowning his outfit. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and decode a few messages that I seen while watching the performance. Someone that I actually interact with on Instagram sent me a picture of Usher, and I found it funny because his outfit do look kind of crazy. Most of these celebrities look crazy, but it's a message behind what he wore, the colors, down to his dancers' outfits, their like dance moves and the backgrounds. It's all symbolic, and I'm not going to decode everything. I'm just going to go ahead and break down a few important symbols that I seen in the performance. So yes, the sun most definitely has a lot of symbolic meaning, and he was most definitely trying to convey that message through his performance. The sun basically symbolizes strength and influence, and it symbolizes energy as well. So him being a celebrity that went viral, and he knew he was going to go viral off his outfit that looked very goofy, that shows his strength, and that's him knowing that this performance has a message behind it. So he made sure he conveyed that sun throughout the entire performance to show influence and strength, and symbolizes energy, so his spiritual energy. And I feel like throughout the entire video as well, the sun basically represents that he has a clear mindset and has a clear understanding of his spirituality, because the entire performance is very spiritual. So he most definitely has a clear understanding of his spirituality. Like I said before, the sun symbolizes energy, and I feel like he's sending that message out, letting us know that we need to raise our frequency as well. And if you don't know, the sun does activate us. It recharges our energy. It gives us frequency, higher vibrations, and all of that. While you think back in ancient time, I post about this stuff all on my Instagram page. Back in ancient time, they used the sun gaze a lot, so they can manifest things and they can gain more power and all of that. Back in ancient time, they used the sun gaze to get power and to raise their frequency. And the sun also ascends us as well. It helps you ascend better and faster. So throughout the entire performance, he conveys the sun a lot, and I feel like that was a powerful message.
The nature's greatest gift that we are enjoying on the top of our body, the brain, we are hardly able to use, say 2 or 3%. Nature has gifted us with enormous potentialities. We are all destined to be God. We have all divinity inside us. We are all full of powers. But unfortunately, our brain remains dormant because no sunlight is reaching the brain.
A lot of people looked past that, didn't know why that was there, but he was dancing, and the camera basically showed his foot, and then the sun was like reflecting behind him and beaming off of him. That is the scene I was talking about and was referring to. And also the scene where he has his dancers behind him dancing in the sand, and the sun is beaming behind them. And he's like walking towards the sun and then walking back upwards. Like, that is a symbolic message as well. Shows strength, energy, showing us and letting us know that his frequency is high and that he knows, and that he's been practicing on his spirituality and raising his frequency. Also, with Usher's performance, it was a lot of light blue colors in the performance, down to the old school vehicle that was in the performance, to his outfit that everyone's talking about. The dancer's outfit was also white and light blue as well. He basically was conveying a message that he's guided and that he's protected. I like that the dancers, like the girl dancers, had holographic hats on. The color light blue means that you're protected and guided. So he conveyed that throughout the entire performance. He wanted to let the masses know that he's guided and protected by his spirituality and that he's been working on that as well. Celebrities has a huge influence on the world. That's why they use these celebrities as puppets, so to say, to convey these messages and to get things out there. Like, that's why they use Kanye as a puppet most of the time, because he is very smart. Kanye West knows what he's doing. Like, a lot of people might think like, oh, he's just crazy, like, and you're crazy for agreeing with Kanye West. Like, no, Kanye West really knows what he's doing, and he's a very spiritual man, and he's very smart. Everything Kanye West does is coded, and I feel like this performance and Usher being a celebrity, they chose him to be able to do this coded performance. Color light blue is all throughout the performance. It basically means that he's protected and that he's guided. I also like how the dancer's head was all holographic, like pink shades, like blue shades. I feel like that symbolizes reflection of thyself and doing a lot of spiritual work with yourself as well, and actually meditating. He probably had a third eye experience, which could be the reason why throughout the performance he wears these big goggle glasses. Like I said, it's just a lot of energy and a lot of conveying of energy, higher frequencies, knowing thyself, spiritual awakening with the sun, the mirrors symbolizing and representing self-knowledge and wisdom. This performance is basically just a whole entire spiritual journey that Usher is conveying. The mirrors that his dancers were holding up while he was walking and like dancing through the like mirrored crowd, that symbolizes self-knowledge and wisdom as well. Awakening, like awareness. Mirrors represents awareness and awakening and reflection, of course. So that is like basically similar to the sun, basically reflecting and booming off of him. That's just the mirrors were basically giving him his energy and raising his frequency. That's why he just kept dancing and dancing and dancing throughout the video. He was also laying down on the black and white lined floor, and also on the actual stage the floor was like white and black as well. That symbolizes spiritual enlightenment, knowledge, wisdom. The performance is basically him letting us know that we need to raise our frequency because things are heating up. That's why throughout the performance it was a lot of sun, a lot of energy from the mirrors, the mountains as well that was behind him. That symbolizes his masculinity. Mountains basically symbolizes masculinity, power, and strength. He's actually showing us that he's enjoying his spiritual journey. Those are mainly all the things I just tried to decode. So the sun throughout the video, the mountains, the color like blue and white, the mirrors, the black and white flooring, the old school vehicle that was in the performance as well. Just always remember, whenever a celebrity go viral, it's symbolic for something. They're trying to convey a
This is
message.
not a spring forecast, this is a summer forecast. June through August. Looks like it's going to be pretty well above average generally in the west. And the west is where we're going to find the biggest anomalies here. You notice pretty much the entire country not forecast to be below average temperature-wise. June pretty well above average in the west. And then July, really kind of a hot spot, no pun intended, up in parts of the northern Rockies. Okay, so it's very likely that in the month of July, the temperatures in that part of the country will be well above average. In the east, temperatures just a little bit above average.
If you didn't take anything from this video, just take this one thing with you. Raise your frequency, do whatever makes you happy, genuinely happy, okay? That will keep your frequency high, and that will help you vibrate at a high rate as well. Being low, depressed, having anxiety, none of that is going to help you. This was a message that he wanted to get out to us, letting us know that things are going to heat up. This is going to be a hot summer as well. So since the radiation is becoming stronger and stronger, that means our frequency needs to be as high as possible. And if it's not, that's when you're going to start getting sick. You're going to start feeling sick. You're not going to feel yourself. You're going to be angry, moody, all of that. So this performance was very symbolic, and this was the perfect time for them to release a performance like this right before summer. Continue to eat your fruits and vegetables, drink lots of alkaline water, remain happy, genuinely happy. If you meditate, do that. Do whatever keeps you calm and at peace, and that'll get you through what Usher was trying to convey. Well, thank you for joining my podcast. This is Angel Anunnaki. Talk to you next time.